So this next subject, I never took very seriously until I did, and it's meditation. It is, because it's a passive thing, I just never gave it a lot of weight, but yet it is one of the most powerful and freeing things that we can do, to learn how to meditate, to learn how to connect to our inner higher self, to learn how to connect to the divine energy. And there are all kinds of ways of meditating. And sometimes, again, let's go back to, it's not going to be perfect, and please don't go black and white. Oh, I had a thought, I'm doing it wrong. You know, if you think you're supposed to go without, you're meditating, you're supposed to not have any thoughts at all. That's not what we're trying to do here. What we're trying to do is to connect to that inner vibration, that inner divine, and then to connect. It's almost like you've got a plug, you've got a wire, electrical wire coming out from you, and you've got a plug on the end of it. You just want to plug it into the universe, that huge, massive, energetic space of love and all acceptance. I mean, we want that. And to do that, think about it. If we're just going along on our own energy day after day after day, it's a lot of work, man. But if we plug into something greater than ourselves, and we plug into this vast amount of energy, we get rejuvenated. We get, well, that's it, rejuvenated. There's no better word for that. So we want to connect to the divine. And there are a few really amazing benefits. Stress reduction is a big one, okay? Stress reduction, because we want to let go of the day's stressors. We live in a society, I don't know about you, but I'm in an area where there must be 14 million people here. It's LA County, Orange County, everything just runs into each other. I don't know how many millions of people. Concrete jungle. So we want to de-stress, get rid of the hormones that get released, again, from fight or flight moments, traffic, anger, bosses yelling at us, whatever it is. We want to be able to just clear out the energy, clear out the space, so we're on an even playing field the next day or in our next conversation. If you are a high-powered executive, I have somebody that I work with at one of the studios, and I just suggest, listen, you've got your own office, close the door, close the blinds, take 10 minutes, and you can do this. There's a mindfulness method. There's something called the instant mindfulness method that John English actually invented, and you can go to his website, and I think it's just free download, but you connect to the Dantian, you connect to the solar plexus, you connect to the heart, and you really feel that heart love energy and ground yourself and become mindful in that moment. It's very powerful to learn how to utilize your own personal energy. Like, how are you pushing it out? Is it going out scattered? Are people repelling from you, or are you really reading who they are and what they're doing and what their energy is, so that you have a powerful exchange? So meditation is so healing and wonderful in so many ways. There are different ways of doing it. Again, one is the concentration method. You could look at a mandala, which is it almost looks like art. I put a few of them in the PDF so that you can see, and you just concentrate on the space, or you could concentrate on the flame of a candle to bring your focus into that narrow space and really bring your mind chatter down. Another one is the mindfulness. Another one is breath. All kinds of different ways of breathing. There's the box breath. You breathe in 4, hold 4, breathe out 4, hold 4. And so you also can breathe in the diaphragm, breathe in here, and then, so it's just being very mindful of the breath. We don't oxygenate enough as human beings. I shouldn't talk to all of us, but I didn't breathe. I didn't breathe fully. I didn't breathe mindfully. I didn't breathe with awareness, and meditation has really taught me to do that. Oxygen is critical to the blood cells and being able to fight off free radicals and all kinds of stuff. I mean, oxygen is really, really important. I also wrote a list of different foods that are oxygenating, but they're like blueberries and that kind of thing, really good for the brain. Another really great way to do this is to get a buddy and to do it with them. You can even do it over the phone. You know, if you've got a girlfriend or a guy friend or whatever, and you can, I did this, we put our crystals on and everything, and then one of us would do the meditation, and the next time the other one would do it, and we'd be doing it together. But it was really, it's like an exercise buddy almost. It was really cool. Another meditation could be sound baths. They're extraordinary because they vibrate through your entire system. And again, it has to do with energetic vibration. And you can find a local class for that. Another one is you can use aromatherapy. And there's a couple of really great lines. I think they're MLMs. So if you want me to, well, I'll just tell you, one is doTERRA and the other one is Young Living. And they're both really, really good, and I enjoy them. But I use them a lot. I'm not a sales rep, but those are the ones I use. Oh, John Steele. John Steele's another aromatherapy guy. He travels the world, and you can Google him. So there are different ways of meditating. When I first started, what I would do is I'd take two crystals and I'd put them in my hands because it would give me somewhere to focus, because my mind, you know, that's what I hear all the time. My mind just won't stop. It won't stop. It won't stop. So what I would do is I would concentrate, how smooth that is. Oh, that's cold. Now it's the same temperature as my hand. And, you know, oh, it's a little, you know, it's got little a flat side and a smooth side. And so and then I began to put them on the different chakras. I learned about the chakras and the colors. So I have provided for you a chakra meditation. There's another soul avatar clearing meditation. This module is big, but it's mostly in the audios. So please take advantage of these meditations that I've provided for you. Really quite remarkable. And I think I also put a place in there up in Los Angeles, and they're going to be online soon. So a man named Gray Wolf runs a place called Native Spirit Lodge, and they have all these crystals, and they're not expensive. It's remarkable, the selection that he has. So if you're in the Valley area, definitely go. Say hi for me. You won't know who I am. But anyway, take meditation seriously. Make it part of your practice. Start off with 2 minutes, put a little timer. The other thing I suggested, I had somebody I worked with, I said, make a space. And she went and got this big overstuffed chair and a little table and put her candle there and her crystals. And so when she looked at that was her meditation space. You know, we need to have these sacred spaces. And speaking of that, it's the last thing I want to talk about here. When you eat, don't eat in your bedroom. Don't eat anywhere if you can, other than at the dining room table. I do, you know, full disclosure, sometimes eat in front of the television, but I try to be mindful still about the chewing and the noticing that I'm eating and slowing it down and that kind of thing. So I'm not perfect, but I fully recommend that you be present. That's what we're really looking at, is being present in our lives, being present in our bodies, being present in our food. And there you go. All right. So the teacher in me sees the teacher in you. Namaste.